keeping with its new Mercedes-AMG moniker, this C63 has been completely reworked from stem to gudgeon pin. Now that's not an easy feat because in my book, this car has always been one of AMG's very best street legal missiles. Right on cue, there I go, a bunch of the new 63s. Now the one thing that I really did impress, as reported first in driving.ca, well, the old 6.2 litre engine has gone away in favour of a 4 litre twin turbo V8 that sounds just wonderful. Now that new 4 litre twin turbo V8, as used in the C63, puts out 469 pound-feet of torque and 469 horsepower. Both of those numbers enough to get this thing to 100k in 4 seconds. However, if enough is not quite enough, then you need to go for the C63 S. It uses the same engine, but it ups the horsepower to 503 and the torque to 516. In the end, that extra power, it only shaves 0.1 of a second off the run to the metric ton. But don't let that deceive you. You know what? It's in the mid and upper ranges where the extra power really comes into its own. Out there, on that racetrack, this car was huge fun. The ride and handling of this C63 S is nothing short of extraordinary. The 3-mode dampers really do hunker down, and the steering, well, it points you into a corner with alacrity. Once you hit the apex, you pour on the power and away you go. Now all of these cars, you can tune the various different aspects, how the steering feels, the suspension works, the engine and the transmission, as well as the electronic stability control. You've got obviously comfort, don't bother with it. Sport and Sport Plus are just great for running around. However, when you get to the track, this C63 S has got one thing up its sleeve. It's called race mode. You select that mode, head out onto the track, and oh my goodness. You know, there really wasn't a whole lot wrong with the outgoing C63. This new model, it ramps everything up in every area. Much nicer engine, better handling, it's much nicer inside, and you know what, it all comes together in such a manner that the one thing that really overall impressed me, it was the fact that when we were out on the track, well, it laid the thing to waste. However, on the way here, we were driving through sleepy little villages without frightening the denizens to death. This car is really something else.